Hello, everybody. Hello. Hello.
Hello, Governor.
Welcome, everybody, to Con Culture Podcast, um, recorded version and live version. We are live everywhere right now. We're live on Facebook. We're live on Twitch. We're live on Mixer.
What about Instagram?
We're live on YouTube. We're live on Instagram. Doesn't plug into Restream.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I just
unfortunately.
was checking.
Instagram TV would be dope though. They should probably add that. That'd be a great feature to add. So yeah, wherever you guys are consuming us, we can see all of it. So if you whether you comment on Twitch, Mixer, Facebook, however you're watching, that we can see your comments. So
Nice.
yeah, it's time to upgrade, guys. We upgraded. We moved
It was
moved on up a little bit.
what 600 and some days overdue.
Better late than never.
Right.
Yep.
It's no wrong time to make yourself better, okay?
No. There's no
Just saying.
timetable on improvement. It just is. So welcome everybody. Can everybody hear us good? Everybody. Oh yeah. Oh, Brittany checked, and it works great. This is so cool. And we're live. Trey, we are live. Yes. Answer's yes. Cool
No,
thing is
not
now
really.
I can have when we do make the jump to Casa de Brit, HDMI to this gives us all the platforms in this little floating comment box.
So we're gonna move to
So,
my
I was gonna
house.
say, was there
In
a
a-
transition that I didn't know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
gonna move
Totally.
we're gonna move it to my house while
Mhm.
Jesus is gone, and we're gonna do it in my theater room. So there'll be no
nice.
more table. There'll be the
Yeah.
4 chairs, and it'll be like the level,
Okay.
like where there's like 2 levels.
Yeah, that's
And we're
pretty
gonna-
We're gonna
cool.
make Brittany taller.
We're gonna hook this. We're gonna hook this up to the projection.
I don't think you can do that. Brittany be taller.
Yeah, I got it.
Right.
No.
We're gonna
Special
hook that up
effects.
to the projection, so we'll
Mm.
be able to see the comments on the big screen
Oh,
TV
that's
as we're
cool.
sitting there.
Yeah.
So we don't have to like have all the stuff in front of
And
us.
then,
We can
like,
sit there and
turn
be
the-
just talking
yeah.
and just looking at the
That's
screen.
Yes.
cool.
Yes,
Yeah.
John, we did hear about Goldberg from the Mighty Ducks. Homeboy is in the slammer right now.
He's a
But
hot mess.
it's not all bad news. Emilio Estevez is coming
It's coming
back.
back
for the
Mighty
reboot.
Ducks,
So, Mighty Ducks series on Disney
Yeah, I
Plus.
saw that.
Thank you. I'll take that. Nostalgia all day. Yes, we did hear about.
But they need to hurry up and pump
Poor
out more
Goldberg.
content, though. They're taking
yeah,
way too long.
nah. Disney has nothing but time on their hands and money. Time and money.
Mm.
Brittany already pointed out they don't have anything coming out till like August really that's going to catch your attention, and that's Winter Soldier
And Falcon.
and Falcon will be probably the next
Mm.
big release.
Yeah, they have no
So.
official original content dropping until then.
But do you want it to come out? Because this summer we have Stranger Things already coming out.
Yes,
The Boys.
give
We
me
have
as
a-
much fucking
We have the
content as I can
blockbuster.
handle.
Yeah, but we have
Like,
this whole blockbuster
doesn't
summer of
matter.
movies starting with Black Widow,
Doesn't matter.
Morbius,
Doesn't matter.
Venom.
Doesn't matter.
It's like
Well,
non
and you
still.
also have the
Bomb.
boys and
Give me more.
Yeah, the boys are coming back.
Give me more. Because the thing with the Disney, they're releasing one each week. So you can binge The Boys, essentially only one. Same thing with Netflix's
Yeah.
drops. You can binge them all.
Yeah.
So if you can consistently have something to watch,
I think if they consistently have content that was as good as The Mandalorian, people
which
will
they
shut the
will.
fuck up.
I think
People
they
will-
will. I
people
think they
still
will. But
So they could come out with a new series every quarter, just one good series every quarter, and we'd still do it.
nah, I think you got to push it a little bit more. Especially with like
They're producing a lot of new shows.
Amazon coming with that Lord of the Rings, which I'm fucking so
Oh.
excited for. That Lord of the Rings
So
series.
pumped for that Lord of the Rings series.
That's gonna smash The Witcher and everything else.
John said the mugshot brings me sadness. Yeah, Goldberg's not looking good right now, guys.
he
Did he
look
ever, though?
Tough time.
he looks
Did he
like an
ever, though?
official like crackhead. Like he
Worse than
looks
that guy who was like, Nick Cannon suck my dick.
yes.
The guy from
Oh,
that
He
show,
looks.
right?
yeah,
This
yeah,
man's
yeah.
like cheeks are caved in. Like he looks like he should be like, out in the wilderness in the movie
Yeah.
Wrong Turn. Like he looks fucking rough.
That was funny. It was
Yeah.
like Nick Cannon been sucking. Nick Cannon suck my dick.
I was like,
And just like crackhead blinking for
I was like,
days.
isn't that the guy from Natural Raven? Like, what the
Have you
hell?
seen his interview with Dr. Phil?
No, I haven't.
It's bad. Like it is
How
real
bad was he
bad.
messed
Like he
up?
talks about still loving
What
Raven.
is it?
Really?
Having a crush
Nick
on
Cannon?
her.
No,
No,
no.
the guy who said Nick Cannon sucked his dick. He was the guy on That's So Raven.
The little.
Oh
the
yeah,
little
yeah,
one
yeah,
black
yeah,
kid?
yeah.
Yeah,
That
no,
was a really
The
rough
Dr.
interview.
Phil was a rough interview.
You could tell he
bro.
was high as hell on that.
Yeah, he was high as shit. He was talking about all the babies he has. Yeah, I got kids. I see how my kids.
Hey,
grow
what
up.
the? Hold
tried
on, hold
to.
on, hold on, hold on. Look
Tried
at
to.
this son of a gun.
I know.
Potato is actually
Hey,
watching
Potato.
for
The only
once.
time he's watching is when
Right.
Art
Are you
is on the
watching?
show.
Are you watching on
What can I
Facebook?
say?
He's like,
You should watch us on
"Mwah."
Twitch, man.
He just-
Probably.
he's
He's gonna
out.
You're
troll
hip.
me right now. That's
He's
what
out
it
to
is.
look at you.
He's- What's
Yes.
up, Potato, man? Hope you're having a good time in Florida, man.
Yeah.
Shout out, by the way.
Yeah, he's doing great in
Congratulations
Florida.
on your Star Lord
Yes,
helmet.
I saw that. That was pretty cool. That
Potato
was pretty
got
cool.
a Marvel Legends Star-Lord
so
helmet.
pretty.
It
On
looks
sale
awesome.
too.
On sale.
You know that guy's cheap. He's white.
Well,
so-
GameStop's going out of business. They're
dude,
closing a
they-
lot of stores, so they're doing some serious clearance. In the
What do you
next
mean
few weeks.
GameStop's going out of
They've
business?
been out of business.
They're,
bro.
well, yeah, they've been going out of business, but they're closing a lot of their stores. Close to half of their stores are.
I was
gonna
gonna say, I'm
closing.
like, I can't have them completely closed because like that means like Think Geek's gone because they're owned by GameStop.
Oh no! I think they'll keep the thing.
Actually,
Geek
no.
going.
Think Geek closed one in Ingram here already.
Did
like
they?
are going downhill too.
I was just there like
Damn.
a couple weeks ago.
Think Geek
I-
closing everything.
Look, I need them to put some stuff on sale because they have like an actual Fizz
Yeah.
Gig puppet from the Dark Crystal, and it's like
What the hell
it was like $100. It was like $110. But if it's on sale for like $50,
I might get it.
I might get it.
So,
I might.
so you do want them to go out of business? You want that going
I
out
was
of
gonna
business?
say, you want
sale.
that Toys R Us going out of
Exactly.
business sale.
I mean,
Everything
if
must go
if
clear.
it is a necessity, then yes.
Yeah, John, that was pretty sad.
It
He was
will
like,
be.
Raven loves me. I'm gonna marry that girl.
He was.
Nah.
Dude, that dude's
Awkward.
a mess, bro.
I think
He's
even
a
Dr.
mess.
Phil was uncomfortable, and that's hard for him.
Yeah, Dr. Phil was mad uncomfortable.
Dr. Phil makes me laugh so much
He
on his
does.
shows. I love
He
when he
does.
gets them like spoiled ass brat girls on there, and he's like,
How about that?
"You ain't gonna play these games on my show. You can just get off the stage now. This is
Mhm.
a Dr. Phil show, not you." Like he'll just like
Yeah.
put them in the dirt real
It's like,
fast.
yeah, but you like knew they were gonna do that, Dr. Phil.
That's what
Why
he
the heck
want-
you-
that's
Well,
what he
they
brings
know
them
they
on for,
whenever
though,
they
right?
talk with the agents of the show, they
Mhm.
always explain to them like, "This is how it's gonna go. If you
Yeah.
cannot do that, then do not agree to go on stage." And they're like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll
Makes
do it. I'll
sense.
do it." But like one girl, she like didn't want to go on stage because she did not want her face to be shown on TV because she's like, "That'll ruin my life." And he's like, "Well, you come on the stage, you're going
Yeah.
on TV. Those are the
Yeah.
rules."
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
It's fair enough. It's his
So-
show. So.
Enough with the Dr. Phil.
Right,
Con news,
sorry.
Con news. That is.
Con news.
No, we
yes.
get tangents is kind of what we do here. But con news
Mm-hmm.
is our first thing. We have quite a bit of announcements.
are you recording?
Yeah, we're recording, and yes. we are-
Normally Gigi asks,
Yeah.
I was
so
gonna
I
say,
made
we are
sure.
Gigi's
recording
not here
and
to
we are
remind you,
recording.
so
But
good
thank you,
job.
Brittany, just for making sure.
Good
Mhm.
job.
But yeah, we have a huge announcement from Denver Pop Culture Con. If you are an Umbrella Academy fan,
Oh, I saw that.
they've actually announced 2 cast members from the Umbrella Academy. The gentleman who played Luther
Still haven't seen the show.
and the what?
You'd like that show.
You would like that.
I don't think I
fucking
would.
I
show.
mean, it's
I don't think I would, honestly.
It's
I think
good.
you
It's
would.
It
different.
didn't intrigue me at all. when I
Gerard
watched
Way
it.
it's
did
like
a great
it's
job
like
writing
dark
the comic.
DC.
Yeah, it's
For
what
that-
DC could be in live action.
For that, I'll just watch the animated Dark DC.
No,
But you know what I
but-
mean? Like it's its own entity,
Is it
but
like Watchmen?
it's not. I feel like a lot of those like superhero shows get like really like teenager mushy gushy kind of.
Yeah, this was
But
not
it
that.
was just a very
is it
dark.
like
It was a
Watchmen?
dark all the way
Ellen
around.
Page, bro. Ellen Page alone was actually the reason I wanted to watch it. Was like, oh shit, Ellen Page is in here. So I was like, I'll give it a shot to see if they did the comic book any justice. I was like, fuck yeah, that's
They did a
awesome
good
casting.
job.
And I went and I was like, oh fuck, it was really good. They stayed really true to the comics. They made creative changes where they needed to, but Netflix has a hit on their hand.
If they could produce seasons, because it's been like 2 years since the Umbrella Academy
well, the new
came out.
season's already coming up. That's kind of why
Yeah.
they're having them go out there as guests. Is
To
we're
kinda
getting
bring
it-
back
that's
the-
another
Re-
series that's
re-promote.
coming back.
Re-promote it.
Yeah, they're gonna have to be on that promotional tour.
I might get around
pumping
to
those
it.
out.
Maybe. I don't know. It's not on my top to watch.
I would put that above like Watchmen, all of it.
Yeah,
like that
I would
one's
put
way
Umbrella
better
Academy
than
You
any
way
mean
of
the
up on the
greatest show
must-list.
ever according to Trey? Watchmen?
Watchmen
you
was-
take-
Watchmen is good,
That you
but I
take-
also know your
Phenomenal.
taste. You would like
that you
Umbrella
take like
Academy.
7 episodes before it actually gets good?
Yes,
Yeah,
but
no,
the
this
payoff-
shit's good from the go.
The payoff is worth 7 episodes.
Yeah, no.
It,
I
wa-
will
it
say
was
that
it
about
was
Watchmen.
it was a good payoff, but
Yeah,
Umbrella Academy is good from go.
yeah.
Okay.
Umbrella Academy.
It
they're like,
reminds me a
boom,
little
boom.
bit of Doom Patrol.
Yeah.
I didn't like that
Yes.
one either.
Well, it's not as
Darker
like,
and not as
a
much
darker,
humor.
grittier Doom Patrol.
Like I think they went too comical with Doom
Yeah.
They
Patrol.
did,
it,
but-
it was
I
just like
I like Doom.
But it
Mm.
reminded me a little bit of Doom Patrol,
Okay.
but not so funny. It's
Yeah.
not as funny. It's definitely
Okay.
it's definitely
like
a darker
if
feel.
Doom Patrol fucked the boys,
Yeah.
it would
I do
meet
There
like
you
my
go.
you
dark,
would have Umbrella
brooding
Academy.
characters. So
Well,
I
and
might have
any
to give
good
it a shot.
and any good hero has a good story arc.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it should be dark.
This one
So-
has several good characters.
So wait, does the monkey talk in this one?
Yes.
I'm sold.
Yeah.
You should lead
Talking
with
monkey.
that. Lead with monkey
the
talking.
monkey.
Understood.
We love
Yes.
this monkey.
The
Talking
Umbrella
monkeys.
Academy cast, a couple of members of the Umbrella
That's cool. I
Academy
didn't-
cast will be at
That's cool.
Denver Pop Culture Con, along with a slew of other celebs. Smallville cast members
Oh, I saw that.
are going to be there. So they have a lot of cool shit they've announced. Secondly, in con news, we officially will be at Fan Expo Dallas. I know we said we are going to Fan Expo Dallas, but we just received our acceptance for media to Fan Expo Dallas, so that's exciting.
Well, I was going
We
regardless.
will-
but- I was like, I was going regardless, but
He has it like that. We don't. So we will be there at Fan Expo Dallas. So if you're attending, please come by and say, hey, how's it going?
preferably to him. by
Yes,
the way.
yes. It's,
Preferably to him.
yeah. Come give my brother a hug.
No,
a big,
I'm good.
big,
I'm good.
nice, warm,
I'll
cozy
pass on
hug.
that.
He
Thank you very
loves
much.
Weeboos too. So
Yeah.
lots of anime characters
You
hug
might
him.
have to choke you though. It's kind of weird. He's got
Yeah,
this
we're
thing.
still not gonna let that go, are we? Okay.
He's into
Okay.
he's into
One time.
submission.
One time.
yeah,
Okay.
he's into that.
Okay.
So-
anyways, moving
Anywho.
on.
Yeah. Now, the other con news we have is Celebrity Fan Fest made a
Huge announcement.
pretty huge announcement. We now
That's
have,
a huge announcement.
yeah, not only Kristen Ritter, not only Michael Coulter, but now Charlie Cox is going to be there at the Fan Fiesta area, and it is looking like a sweet ass deal. Before this Sunday, you could still get it at $149. And currently, there's like 8 celebs you can get. You can get Kevin Sorbo,
Lou
who's already
Ferrigno,
worth it. Lou Ferrigno, Kristen Ritter, Michael Coulter,
Eva
Charlie
Marie's
Cox,
coming back
Eva
in
Marie's
there.
coming back. She'll be there. So you can get selfies with them one day and then go back the next day and get autographs.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It was a great, awesome experience to meet Kevin Sorbo. Eva Marie was super nice. Like, I can't wait. Charlie Cox, when we met him in Arizona, we also met Kristen Ritter. They were super sweet. Charlie Cox was kind enough to do a soundbite for us, even though we weren't like officially press on. the
Hi,
thingy.
this is Charlie Cox, and you're listening to Con
yeah, his
Culture
accent
Podcast.
was so.
It was spot
awesome.
on. Like
It was. He has a
I was
great
like, damn.
accent. I was like, oh, so dreamy.
Yeah.
And he messed it up the first time. Like, I have the recording of it. Hi, this is Charlie Cox. You
What am I
listen
supposed to
Con-
say,
Con-"
mate?
He's all, what was that again? And he wrote it down because he wanted to make sure to get it. And then after he recorded it,
That's
he
a
was
true
like,
professional right
"Is that
there.
good? Is that?"
He wrote
You
it.
wanna-
He didn't like it. He's like, no, let me redo
Yeah,
it.
yeah. He's
I
like,
like
no,
that.
I'll do it right. Hold on. And he
I like
spelled
that.
it out. And after he recorded it, he's like, "Is that
Yeah.
good? Anything else? Like,
Yeah.
you need me to?"
He
I
was
like,
super
"Oh, that's
nice.
Super sweet.
He was
Like,
super nice.
He didn't have to be that
Yeah.
way because
Fuck
it was like
Loki,
an
by the way.
impromptu, like end of the line,
Yeah.
like, "Hey man, real quick, could you?"
Yeah,
I didn't buy an autograph, but one of those things.
yeah.
So yeah, thankfully Charlie Cox was super sweet. Kristen Ritter was
Super sweet.
sweetheart.
There's only
Um,
one bad person at that con.
Oh my God,
Tom motherfucking Hiddleston.
he's never gonna let that
Gonna
go.
bitch slap his ass. when I
He's
see him.
so angry at Tom Hiddleston.
Still to this day.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna let it
Why?
go. 'Cause
You
he's a
never heard
bitch.
the story?
That's why.
So we're in Arizona, right?
Were you the next one in line and he was done?
No. We were next in line too. We paid. My brother was
So no,
kind
no,
enough
prior
to
to us
include me in his
going-
photo op.
There's these females, these little Asian females, don't speak any lick of English. They go to get a photo with Hiddleston, and he's playful, kissing them, like doing all this stuff for them in the photos.
Yeah.
And then me and my brother are up. My brother goes to shake his hand.
Yeah.
I go to shake his hand. He kind of looks at me, doesn't shake my hand right away. I'm like, what the fuck?
So he's already a
And
little
he
turned off by it.
reluctantly shakes my hand.
Yeah.
Then we turn around and we take the picture. And by then you could already tell like I'm fucking pissed in the picture. Like it's probably the worst
Yo,
picture.
he's furious in the picture. But the reason is when I walk up and shake his hand, I'm asking him, "Hey, I just wanted to ask you a quick question. If it'd be possible to maybe get a soundbite after you're done with all your photo ops, we can wait back here. If you can just give us a quick soundbite for our podcast." It was a shot in the dark to begin with, so no would have been okay if he just said no. But he completely ignores me, and acts like I didn't ask him anything, and he's like staring straight at the camera, like waiting for us to get. So I was like, okay, all right. And that's when my brother went to go shake his hand, and he didn't shake it. And my brother's like, oh, we're not taking this fucking picture till you shake my hand. Just staring a hole straight through Hiddleston, and Hiddleston's like reluctantly shakes his hand.
Maybe you guys were a little intimidating to
I
him,
could
or
see-
maybe
I could
maybe he's dyslexic and having to read something that he has to record. Maybe that makes him nervous.
It
No,
could-
he's just a bitch. Because
Yeah.
afterwards,
yeah, because like I said,
He's just
no
a
would have
bitch.
been
no,
would have been
afterwards,
cool.
I mean, I'm trying to be a little Juan here. I'm trying to give the man a
No,
benefit of
fuck
the
that.
doubt.
Well,
You
I
never
didn't
know
hold
this.
it
would-
against him. He had a lot of photo ops before. Maybe he was tired.
No,
I was gonna say-
So this
So
is
I
this
was
is
cool with
this
This
is the problem.
motherfucker.
I was
This
cool
is the
with it.
problem. So first of all, don't ignore my brother when he's talking to you. Like, to me, that's disrespectful. So if someone's asking you a question, don't ignore him.
Yeah.
Just politely be like, oh, no, thanks, man. Like, because we've asked other celebrities, and they're like, no, we're good, thank you.
Yeah,
though.
we can't.
And it's like, okay, cool.
No
At
big
least you're
deal.
respecting us by saying, nah, we're good, guys.
Yeah.
Or you got to go through the proper channels. Totally get that. But to
Yes.
ignore us and then kind of look at my hand in disgust when you're trying to shake it and say, hey, how's it going, man?
Yeah.
That pissed me off. So not only that, after that, the next people that came up right behind us,
Also, Agent
females as well, super lovey-dovey with him again.
Yeah.
So what you're
So
telling me,
he's
he's a big
only-
ass flirt,
Yes, he's
and you
a
should have had one of the
huge
girls
ass
with you when
yes.
you asked.
If we would have
Yes.
had a girl with us, he would
We
have done
probably
anything we
would've got
said.
Probably
Not
Yeah.
only that,
taking
is
Gigi over there.
in the next like later on in the day, while we're getting ready to take the photo, he stops all his photos because apparently he's tired. He goes on stage to where Charlie Cox is doing his whole like panel thing. Literally, Hiddleston stops his whole photo op line, makes us wait an additional 15 to 20 minutes
Yeah.
because he's tired apparently, goes over, gets on stage with Charlie Cox, talks there for like 20, 30 minutes, then comes back to finish his photo ops.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro,
So he literally just paused the line. Everybody there can wait.
Everybody
Threw the
is
whole
looking-
schedule off for the day.
yeah.
Like they had to move blocks after that.
everybody's looking at the screen and we're like, what the fuck, bro? Why are you over there when you should be over here taking our photos? Like everyone was just
Mind you,
pissed.
people paid hundreds of dollars
yeah,
to take
way
a photo
more
with
than
him, and now
he
they're
should have
just
gotten
like,
paid. Yeah,
yeah, it upset a lot of people, but the girls, of course, got a show still. And Gonzo said he still shakes your hand, and he doesn't like you. So
that's fair. At least you shake my hand and look me in the eye and tell me you don't like me. I'm cool with that.
yes, we
I
can
respect that.
Yes,
But-
definitely.
But that's
Alright.
why I don't like Hiddleston, and I would never like Hiddleston.
Yeah, he's sworn off Tom.
Because if you
Hiddleston.
ever go look at the photos with Hiddleston, if you notice a lot of the ones that are posted, they're not with guys, all straight females.
Yeah, he does pretty generic. Like with guys, he's like, but with girls, it's like he'll like play whatever you want, pretty much.
Maybe
Request
men
your
make
photo.
him uncomfortable.
I could see that. I could see him being
He
intimidated.
he is very scrawny, so I could see that.
Yeah.
You
And
know,
you guys are pretty big dudes. I mean, if I was a scrawny dude who could
Yeah,
not
I was
defend
gonna-
myself, I would not respond to you because of like, if I tell them no, they could whoop my ass.
I-
I'm just gonna act like it never happened.
what's funny is the security guard that was there.
Oh, the security
It's the
guard was
cu-
like
oh my
this
God.
tiny older man that
What the fuck he gonna do?
couldn't
Exactly,
have secured a
like-
damn thing. So I looked at my brother and he's furious. I was like, oh shit, my brother's about to hit Tom Hiddleston.
I literally was thinking to myself, should I hit him? Should I not hit him?
I was
Should
like,
hit him?
don't do it, dude.
Then I
Don't
looked at
do
my
it.
brother
like,
and I
we're
was
like,
Or
like,
maybe
don't
you already
do it.
had bitch
Yeah.
face when you went in for the handshake because you
No.
were pissed about him being ignored. You're
Surprisingly,
like,
no.
ignore my brother, you son of a bitch. You better shake my
That
hand.
definitely
And maybe
pissed
he's
me
like,
off, yeah.
do I
Yes.
want to shake your
Yeah.
That
hand?
definitely pissed me off.
Yeah.
But like, I
Yeah.
looked at my brother afterwards and was like, oh shit. All right, I stepped out of it. I was like, all right, let's go.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, don't hit him, please. Like, we're invited guests. Let's not. So that's why he hates Tom Hiddleston.
Understood.
But yes, that we will have the defenders here.
Charlie Cox is super
People
sweet
are
though.
asking,
Yeah,
yeah,
Charlie
they're all
Cox is
super
super sweet,
sweet,
yeah.
and hopefully able to get Finn still, so we can have the complete defender lineup.
That'd be cool.
That would be an amazing photo op.
That would be cool.
Prices, I think, are getting released next week if you want like the professional photo ops, and they're doing a defenders group photo. So
Yeah.
those prices will be released next week. I believe it was next Monday, if I'm not mistaken, in
Which-
the comments. And of course, people are still requesting Tom Hiddleston, Chris
Fuck that guy.
Evans. Like, so Bob
Sebastian
said this is the
Stan.
first Marvel announcement we're getting.
Sebastian Stan would be a cool
First
one.
of Sebastian.
Because
Stan
I
would
mean,
be
you
a
got
good one.
the Falcon and Winter Soldier
Oh, yeah.
series coming out. Why not promote it?
Hell
I am
yeah,
serious
I
about
would.
that one artist I sent you today. You should really.
I love his art. Like,
you
I
should
fell in
recommend
love-
him to
fell
Bob.
in love with the page.
He does what I forget what it's called, but it's called like translucent art. So they're
Yeah,
like
it's like
multiple,
multi-layered.
multiple
Oh,
There's like
yeah,
three
yeah,
photos
what's his
in
name?
one panel.
Trey
thing.
showed me one of some guy that we saw at.
This dude is probably one of the
cons.
sickest artists I've seen.
I
Just 'cause
mean-
quality, just not even with that fucking trick that it does. Just one photo.
What's his name? Yeah, that's the one Trey showed me. That's
Yeah.
the one Trey showed. We saw him at what con? What con
Was it Dallas? I feel like I've seen him before.
No, he's been at a couple different Texas cons. No,
So-
he was at Celebrity Fan Fest preview.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, 'cause
I would have
he-
stopped at that booth.
No, he was.
You're right.
He had that Yu-Gi-Oh one that had
He
him,
w-
Kaiba, and
Yes, and he was by
Merrick.
the bathroom, right?
No, he was towards where Rikishi was, in the
First
up
of
against
all,
that
the
back wall.
back
This better,
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
better
yeah,
be
yeah, yeah.
mistaken because
Yeah.
if he was there
No,
and
no,
I
no.
didn't see his booth, I'm gonna get so
I knew
upset
I
because
saw
he's
that
like
too.
one
No,
of my
he was
favorite
there.
fucking artists.
He was there.
He was there because Trey
Yeah.
even told me like you got to follow this guy on Instagram,
Yes.
and I didn't
And I think I
realize
have
like
his
how
card,
good he
actually.
was
All right,
until.
I'm going
I
to
was like, I
proceed
know
to
I've
pout
seen
for
that
the
logo.
next
Yeah,
10
he has a
minutes.
logo with the Y and the W like
yeah,
that.
yeah. All right then. I was like,
He
I
was
know. I'm
there.
just gonna- I didn't
I'm-
know why
I'm
I
proud.
wasn't
Now,
following.
I
him
don't know
Instagram.
if the actual artist was there or if it was
Yeah.
just like his reps
Yeah,
selling
the
his
artwork
stuff,
was there.
but his artwork was there.
The
and it was-
translucent, like the multiple
Yes.
image
Yeah,
ones.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah. 'Cause
he had
a
regular
Superman
ones.
one.
Yes,
He had an awesome Superman one that I was like,
I am so
holy
upset
shit.
right
he
now.
had a Pokemon one where it was Charmander, no Charizard, Charmander, and Charmeleon.
Yes,
They look really cool.
that one was
Like
dope.
it was legit.
Yeah.
It was really cool. He's a really good artist.
Yes.
Yes, Gonzo literally had to Photoshop a happy face on my brother's picture. So I think I have it in here. I'll pull it
Yeah, I
out in a bit.
appreciate that. By the
The
way,
photo of
Gonzo.
Hiddleston, and he's like mad as fuck, and I'm like, Hiddleston's got the
Just
little
copy
fake smile
Juan's
on.
smile and just put it on.
He did. Gonzo literally just like lifted it, so he goes from to.
Literally, it's just like an
He
inch
still
of a
has
move.
the angry eyes, but Gonzo was able to like
Angry
flip
eyes.
that frown
Yeah.
upside down, literally. Thank you for the Photoshop there, Gonzo.
Yeah.
But yeah, we speaking of cons, so that's Celebrity Fan Fest. Super excited because they seem to be just pumping out announcements every week. They still have more to go.
Mhm.
We have so much to look forward to for Celebrity Fan Fest. We are
For real.
super excited for that one.
Can
Denver
we-
Pop Culture Con, Dallas.
I need to suggest for Bob to get that hot dog guy who makes the bacon wrap hot dogs.
Oh, the one that was a
That-
countdown?
Yes, that Tommy had.
Ooh.
Dude, that dude had some.
We
bomb
just
hot
need to
dogs.
like create a weekly email of all the things that we think of,
Right.
and just like all the requests, and just be like, Bob,
Bob, just
this-
take care
this-
of this.
this-
Could
Just
you
take
get the
care of
hot
this.
dog bacon guy?
these are just mere
Yeah.
suggestions. Take them or leave them.
Exactly.
Can't
So
rem- can't remember his
we
name,
did
though.
go to a con this past weekend that Gonzo was at actually.
Oh yeah.
Gonzo was there, and
Yeah, he was repping at
Yeah.
Victoria.
Thanks for inviting. By
yeah,
the way, you
our
guys didn't
lovely.
even tell me
well,
about this con.
you didn't know because you didn't listen. You're a lost bitch. We've been talking about it for 3 weeks.
Bro.
Our Lord and Savior,
Can
Brittany
you not
Chaos.
fight while I'm between
Well,
you?
Okay. First of all,
Fuck you up.
first of all, I
Yeah.
work 2 jobs, so I ain't got time to watch y'all
Ah,
all
sucks
the
to be you,
time.
bro.
All the
Sucks to be you.
time.
Should have streamed this after. Yeah, but our Lord and Savior, Brittany Chaos, was a guest there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That's
she had a
cool.
booth, and it was really dope. The cosplayer section was dope because you had Missy Mayhem, you had Brittany
Oh,
Chaos,
she's pretty cool.
and you had Roz Monster. So
Hmm.
those
I
three
don't
were
know
just
her.
Yeah,
amazing.
it
A
went
lot of
but-
it went Roz, me, Missy, and then the 2 celebrities they
Yeah.
had. We were all in the same row
Who were the
together.
yeah, the
celebrities?
anime voice
Um,
actors, Monica.
Monica that does the voice of Bulma, and Ian that does the voice of Whis
Gotcha.
from Dragon Ball.
Nice people. Got
And
to talk
what's
to them a
cool
little
is
backstage.
we were in the celebrity row, so we were
Yeah.
a part
That's
of that
pretty
We were
cool.
chain.
chilling with them backstage.
Yeah,
and they
the
were,
VIP
like, eating.
area, like
Really?
behind the curtain, they had like all the food
Homeboy
set up for
destroyed
us.
his
Like,
corn dog.
yeah, they had like all the food set up for us just for the
Yeah.
celebrities because there was no food in the place.
You guys are
'cause
jerks,
Yeah.
by the way, for not inviting me.
Yeah,
It's kinda
well,
messed up.
it was on purpose.
I'm literally your personal security.
I
What
can't
were you,
have
bro?
security.
Belinda was the
I
security, and
literally.
she said we can't take you, so we couldn't.
Who was it? Somebody was trying to hover behind my booth, and I was like, "You got to cut the mean face out because I'm not going to make sales if you stand back here with
Who
that
was
angry
it?
ass face."
Was it Bill?
Me?
I don't think it was
I don't
Bill.
think it was Bill. Bill never
But
met.
I remember you brought up the story of Jesus mean mugging everybody at first who came up to get a hug.
The
or
first time I was at a
photo.
booth,
but
yeah, I
here's
was
the
like, you
thing,
can't do
though.
that.
Like I could put on a happy sales face to get you sales. Trust me, I'll get people. I will literally start screaming like, "Hey, come check out Pretty Chaos!" I will get people there, but once they start getting a little too much, then that's when it
You
flips the
bounce. You
switch.
gotta go. Sir.
I'm
You gotta
pretty
go.
good at defending
So-
We
myself
did
too.
have-
Sometimes you can
so-
just sit back and watch me handle
Yeah.
it.
We did have some guy like come and offer us a poster. Really creepy.
I wasn't there for that.
He came
Really?
into the hallway and he's like, "Hey guys,
Don't forget to
By
mention the
poster.
trench coat that apparently had
Yeah,
on.
he had a trench coat, and he's like, "You guys want to buy a poster?"
Bro, he seems like a stand-up guy to me. What are you talking about?
Well, and
Seems
I was
legit.
like, "Nah, we're good." He's all, "All right," and he just like goes around us, and Gonzo's all, "You guys want to buy a poster?" And he opens up his penguin costume. So funny. So yeah, that's one of the inside jokes. One of the many inside jokes we
There
had
are
this weekend.
there are a lot.
But yeah, what was your experience like?
Yeah,
having a
please
booth
tell
there?
me.
And-
I love to be a guest of Victoria Comic Con. It's a smaller town, but they definitely bring the crowd with it. You wouldn't have think that is just such a small town when you see that crowd in that place.
Yeah.
The owners who own it, they treat me good. You know, this is my second time returning as a guest at Victoria. So I was happy to come back, and I was happy to just be invited back. I got to meet a lot of, I got to walk around and meet a lot of the artists. But overall, I mean, it was a positive weekend. My sales were great. People were great. I didn't have, any situations where, I had anybody be mean or nasty. And that, to me, is such a positive.
Yeah.
It's not a real con then.
It's not a real
It's
con.
not a
then.
real con.
Nobody called you a bitch.
It's not a real
Nah,
con.
Not a real
Yeah.
con. Then.
Yeah.
Nobody groped you? Not a real con.
Right.
If our president could grab pussies, straight into pussies.
Yeah,
If they
straight
can't do
up.
it at cons, it's not a real con.
No,
then.
I think it was a very chill crowd. I think
That's
It
cool,
was
though.
it was chill
I like
crowd,
that. I
and,
like
and
that a lot.
people weren't. I a lot of times, it just depends on the con, but sometimes I have where I have lots of people checking out my photos and taking selfies, and then I sell nothing, or I make
Sell a
bank.
lot,
I
and then
sell
you don't
bank
really-
because
yeah.
people are actually there for that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Sometimes people just cruise to be there, and sometimes they don't. So it just really just depends on the crowd.
So, question: what did you dress up as? I'm curious. Since you were there as a featured guest.
Saturday, I went as Wonder Woman, which I had only wore for the parade.
God.
So
Oh, they had a parade.
Yeah,
No,
remember
you
the
remember the
Riverwalk?
Riverwalk parade?
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
I wore that costume for the
parade?
parade, and I made it for the parade,
Uh-huh.
but I never wore it to a con.
Okay, so this was the first con you wore.
Yeah,
so
the
that's cool.
first con I wore
How
it
was
too.
how was it received? I'm curious.
It was
People loved it.
received very, very well, and they loved
How it
it.
held
So there was some malfunctions with that costume from the get. As soon as I got dressed, because mind you, we left in the morning of, because normally I usually go the night before,
gonna
set
say,
up my
yeah.
booth the night before, and then just that way I'm already there. But I didn't want to do 2 nights in a hotel. And we were all going in together. So we're like, we'll just leave the morning of. We left at 6 in the morning. So I'm tired. I'm setting up my booth. And I go and I get all my stuff for my costume. And I forget my freaking chonies to wear underneath my skirt. So I mean, I'm like, when I mean bare-assed, I am bare-assed.
Wait, you didn't hit a Walmart real quick?
No,
to
I
just
had a
buy you
pair, but they
something?
were out in the car. And I was
Oh,
like, I
okay.
have to go out and get them. And I'm trying to explain to them, like, hey, can you watch my booth so I can go get my chonies? And they're like, what? And I'm like,
I was like,
I'm
what?
like,
and she goes,
I'm
like,
literally bare-assed right now.
pokes
Can
her
you
leg
watch my
out.
booth so I can go to the car? Give me the keys.
yeah, she pokes her leg out, sticks it out of the little Wonder Woman skirt, and I was like,
Because normally there's Wonder Woman,
Oh,
you know
the
what I mean? Like
shorts and
the
stuff,
shorts
yeah.
and stuff underneath.
yeah.
Oh, okay, so then I go get that. In the corset, it's made out of foam, and because it's such a tight fitting corset.
Did you turn into Bustus?
Well, I turn into bustus, but I don't normally wear a bra with it because it's just so conforming. I couldn't fit a bra under that if I wanted to.
Yeah.
Well, I tried to do some Jedi moves with a lightsaber.
Why would you tempt fate by trying
Because
to
there was
to
some awesome
move?
Star Wars cosplayers
Your
there.
There
job.
was, and they let me play with a lightsaber, which
Yes.
I shouldn't have done.
No.
And then I slightly busted the side on one side, and I was like, "It's still good. We're still good.
We could manage.
We can manage
We
this."
can manage
Like,
this,
it was
yeah.
just a little smidgety smidge.
Yeah.
And then I was sitting down at the cosplay contest, and the whole
Oh my
side
God, no, it did
busted.
not.
And I
Holy
literally,
shit.
and without panicking, because I'm in the middle of judging a contest, I literally just kind of take my arm
Plant it on
and
the
hold
side.
it in space.
Trey and Trey and Gigi just bust through the door and surprised us. And Michael
And
surprised
Michael
us.
in the morning. And you're missing. I'm telling the Chi-Chi story.
Yeah, we're talking about when Brittany
You wanna sit down, buddy?
went boobs out for Harambe.
You wanna sit down? Oh, you can sit down.
Yeah.
Well, now I gotta start it over because Gigi's here, and I definitely want her to hear this.
Potato.
Oh, you've been listening. Okay, cool. So the whole side bust open, and my boobs almost like fly out to the audience. So I'm like holding my chest tissues.
Wait, but if that happens, do you win the cosplay contest? Of that
I'm
thing?
a
No,
judge.
she's judging
I'm
it,
I'm a judge. I don't
give a
win.
shit if you're
But,
a judge
like,
or not. I'm
But
giving you
the
that
guy
prize.
who sponsored the event, he's kind of like not really the mayor of Victoria, but he sponsored all of it, right?
Okay, yeah.
So he's like up on stage, so he has like a direct line to me, like seeing me, and I'm like, oh dear God. And so we finished the adult contest, and he's like, we have 30 minutes till the kids contest. I said, I'll be back. So I like really like I ran, got a tank top, and just kept everything on
That's
of
my
my
boy.
Wonder Woman,
Yeah.
but I took the corset off because it was fucking done.
Yeah.
And I was like, before I show but mind you, when I got ready outside and I ran out to get my chonies,
Yeah.
I just like, I'm just gonna slip them on underneath my skirt. So I like rush, I slip it on, and when I'm doing this, the
That's what
other
I'm-
side are all snapped.
shit.
They completely pop open. I'm in the middle of the parking lot. My chi-chis are out, everything, and I'm just like, I hope no one looks. Like, I hope nobody's out here
Wait,
right now.
why didn't you do it in the car?
Yeah.
So that way if that happens.
I was in the car.
Oh, okay, well, you were in the car, but it's still just.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just like,
Damn.
I'm like hiding in the car, like snap, snap.
So what day was this? Was this Saturday?
This was Saturday.
Yeah.
So
Did
that.
your cosplay for Sunday go better at least?
Oh yeah.
What did you do on Sunday?
I did Captain Marvel.
Okay.
and
Yeah,
it-
that's a better suit to wear.
Well, and it was kind of cold in there on Sunday, so
Was
it? Yeah.
it was nice because
It got
normally I
really
sweat
cold.
to death in that
But you were
costume. I was
actually dry.
comfortable all day.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was like the first time I've actually been comfortable in
Yeah.
that costume and not.
Trey was wearing Happy, and he was good in a full suit.
Yeah, Trey, big man too. He's
Yeah.
gonna sweat regardless.
Well, we were
thick,
really
but-
hot that first
I'm just
day.
saying. I know, cause I'm a big man.
Yeah.
We were really hot that first day, and it was like. We told them like it's really hot in here, and boy, they cranked that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, like
they
no
did not
holds barred.
play.
Yeah, they
They
did
were
not
like, "Oh,
play.
Brittany's hot." AC all the way up, man.
So I guess my next question for you, Brittany, is if you're invited again, would you continue to go as a
Absolutely.
featured guest? Cause of
Absolutely.
how well they
Because
treat you and-
well, yeah, they treat me good, and I love supporting people who support me.
Gotcha.
So you invite me back, I'll come back because you're supportive of me, and I'm, and I reciprocate that.
Yeah.
Like I said, they're great people, and I enjoy working with them, and
Okay.
and they make it. There we go. Now I can hear myself.
I was gonna say now we could hear each other.
They
Sorry,
they
I'm
make
taking
it
the
they make
Windows
it
10.
definitely so much fun. And I mean, the first year I went, and it was nothing that they did, but it was definitely not the experience I was out for. And it was
Yeah.
my first time. They were actually, and I'll tell you why I'll always go back. That was the first con to ever have me as a guest.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, so you got like a whole
They're
root with them.
they're special in my heart.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Answer the door.
Somebody's knocking at the
Answer
door.
the
Trey.
door,
Don't be
dude.
rude.
Oh.
Answer
Just open the
who
door,
it
bro.
is.
It's Belinda. Calm down. Anyways.
Is there no one at the door?
Pee-wee, were you waiting for someone?
Did you hear the knock?
It was
Yes.
There was
it's
a knock at the
Belinda.
door,
Calm
and
down.
nobody answered the door.
Bro, you got a 6'3", a 6
yeah,
footer, and a
anything that
6'6".
comes through that door is
Yeah,
not.
I think you're fine.
I'm just glad I'm protected in between
I
the
was
both
gonna
of
say
you.
you're in like the perfect
I'm the
spot.
safest.
I get
spot.
super brave when my brother's around. I'm like, what you gonna do? What you gonna do?
I tell you what, though,
you
it
gonna
was
do?
definitely nice to have that experience and it be positive this time around. Because the first time
Yeah,
I was there,
that's good.
nothing that they did wrong. It was
Yeah.
just all very personal stuff. But it was just definitely wasn't the experience I was after, and it was a really shadowed memory to the point like I didn't even
She didn't
remember.
where we
Really?
were.
We stayed in the same hotel I stayed in the last time, and I don't even
don't
remember
remember
the
either.
surroundings of what was around that hotel because it was just. It was very tunnel vision because there was just so much going on. I couldn't even pay
Well,
attention.
Brittany was
So-
like, I have no memory of this place.
Like I did. I was like, what the hell? Like I was like really thought
Yeah.
I remembered, but I was like,
So my next question now is
Yeah.
what did y'all eat? Like, what was the best spot y'all went to eat? since
Oh,
it's a smaller
Gonzo's
town?
touching on it in the
Oh,
comments.
is he? What did he say?
Yo, I
Burger
had
Nation.
probably the best burger
Really?
I've ever had in the state of Texas.
that's the first burger that's ever
Ooh.
went soggy
I
on
don't
me that
know.
I literally picked up the pieces and was still shoving it in
Really?
my mouth. And I hate a soggy bun.
Yeah, hot Cheeto burger is what Trey got.
A hot Cheeto burger tray. Really?
I got me a.
I didn't know
double
you were
meat.
that deep into hood ratness.
Okay. I got a double meat with bacon, and it was
My brother's basic as fuck, bro.
Heavenly. Yeah, I'm basic as fuck. It was mayo, bacon, and cheese. That's how I eat my burgers.
I just got a regular one.
Yeah, Belinda got
Brittany's
it.
like, I just got a hamburger.
I was
Every
so
one of
hungry I
us.
didn't give a shit.
Every one of us, and Gonzo can vouch, every one of us agrees that this was one of the best tasting burgers we've ever had. Burger Nation's
Really?
little fucking shop right next to a McDonald's.
It's like a Whataburger level burger. It was
Yeah.
fucking good.
Nice, nice.
Yes, I think it's better than one.
I actually agree with that.
It's better than one.
How did you almost make the news?
Oh,
There's a wreck next door.
Oh,
somebody literally crashed into McDonald's.
What the fuck?
in
Yeah.
the building while we were pulling up. So we pull into the parking lot and we're like, oh no, this is a McDonald's. And where the fuck's Burger Nation? And as we turn the McDonald's corner, there's like cop cars and the news was there. And they had like a whole tripod set up. We're like, oh shit, we about to make the news. And Trey, of course, is dressed as Wreck-It Ralph. So I was like, Ralph's on the news.
Oh my
He
god, you
wrecked
should have
it.
literally have gotten off, gone to the car, and been like,
That's
We
what I
wrecked
should
it.
have
I
did.
fucking wrecked it.
I fucking
that would've been
wrecked it.
hilarious. That would
Yeah.
be fucking amazing.
I think it
That's
was
cool though. I'm glad you guys had a good time.
Yeah,
No,
it was good.
it was a great con. as
Great
far as
cosplayers.
feel, great cosplayers.
I might have to join you all next time if you get
Um,
invited back.
Yeah.
I think that'd be pretty cool.
Worth the trip alone.
Yeah,
And the
Burger
hotel was a
Nation-
really
That's
good.
really the
The,
only
hotel
reason
was a
I'm-
good price. They always seem to sponsor
Yeah.
Victoria Comic Con. That's like the Courtyard by Marriott.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think we paid.
I like the
I think
Marriott.
it was like
Marriott's
$70
nice.
bucks a night,
Yeah.
which is
Oh,
really
how
really
much?
good.
Yo.
$70 a night, and
That's
I mean
not
that's
bad.
like that's
That's
like
not
the,
bad.
the
Brittany
high
Chaos
end.
is a fucking gangster, bro. So Trey,
Mhm.
we're in the hot tub, right?
This
We all
guy.
in the hot tub. We chilling in the hot tub.
You can't tell these
That's
stories
how
without
we-
Gigi. She needs to be present.
Gigi,
She's
where the
over
hell
there
are
in the
you?
Next room.
No,
So,
get in here.
Come,
we're
come
like-
sit in your spot.
You
by the
need to
way.
hear these stories.
so we're like in the hot tub, right?
Yeah.
And we're chilling in the hot tub.
Because they're boys and
Yeah.
you can just get in the hot tub with shorts.
Yeah, because we were like, we don't
Yeah,
have swim
sure.
trunks, but Trey was like, yo, I got a spare pair of shorts. I got you, dog. Because Trey packs like he's fucking never
For
coming home
real,
again.
dude. I swear,
That's
man.
Brandon.
Like, I've never seen a man pack that
Gonzo's
much
seen
before.
Trey pack, and
Like,
he
yeah.
packs like we're never coming.
Yeah.
I mean, I pack just like you, Trey.
Like, he
Yeah,
probably
Brittany-
packs more than Brittany.
Bro, Brittany and Trey was all the trunk space. It was like all the trunk space was.
In my defense, I didn't
Brittany
have
and
just
Drew.
my clothes. I had my costumes plus all my booth shit, all my prints,
I was
my
gonna say,
banners.
Brittany
has
probably
an
had
excuse.
less than
Why did
Trey.
Trey have the same amount as fucking Brittany, and he is not going as a
I
fucking
respect
guy?
you,
in
Trey.
his
You're an
defense,
artist.
He is a bigger man. His clothes are bigger, so they take up more
That-
space.
bullshit. 'Cause
But
my
but
clothing,
I can do a whole gym bag and be good for like
yeah,
a week.
Belinda and I shared a backpack. Like that
The
was what we
littlest
did.
backpack I've ever
It's
seen.
because you pull the Al Bundy method. In, reverse, out, flip them around. You get 4 days out of it. You're
yeah.
good.
Yeah, you know, that's
Well,
how
I
you
mean,
gotta- you gotta
technically,
be
he
useful.
washed them in the hot tub.
Yeah, I watched him in the hot tub. But
there
yeah,
you go.
yeah. So we're in the hot tub. The girls don't want to get in because they don't have swimsuits. So they're like, I'm just gonna dip my feet. So me and Trey are like,
Wait,
oh my
who
God, this
else
feels
was there with
amazing.
y'all?
Uh,
Was it-
Belinda.
Belinda and
Oh, Belinda.
Brittany. So we're chilling in the hot
Gotcha.
tub. Girls are soaking their feet, and
Trey's like,
it's
I
a
got
cold
some
night.
shorts.
It's a cold night,
Mhm.
and the hot tub feels so good that the girls are like, yeah, we're gonna get in.
No,
Let's
no, no.
fucking-
Before that, Trey decides to just jump in the pool.
Oh.
That sounds about right.
Trey's like, I'll go do a
crazy.
cannonball in that pool. And I was like, no fucking way you're doing a cannonball in the
Yeah.
pool, dude. It's freezing. He's like, I'm going to go do it. So he goes, walks over to the pool, and we're like, no fucking way, dude. Like, do it. It's freezing cold. Fuck yeah. And he goes, wham. Trey jumps into the swimming pool. Freezing
And then
fucking
Trey got
cold,
pneumonia, and we never saw him again.
well, yeah, he dives in and he was
Yeah.
like instant bad decision. Like he pops out of the water, he's like, oh shit! Like he's walking to the edge and he's like, you could tell the cold punched him in the
Yeah.
chest. Like his balls were in his throat. Like his nuts went.
A
to his
Balchinian?
throat.
You were a
He was a
Balchinian.
Balchinian,
Okay.
bro.
So then Juan jumps in.
Why
then I
the
was
fuck
like-
would you be dumbing up the
Well, because he was like, if he did it, you know, I got to do it because I ain't no
No,
bitch.
you don't. You're smarter than him.
But I'm built like that. I'm built strong. So I walked in the pool slowly, like an ice bath. Like
And while
one
these
step
two
at
are over
a
here
time.
flexing, that's when I slithered into the hot tub. In my
I love how you,
clothes.
like, slithered in.
So I like.
Yes.
I
Oh,
did
Gigi, you
a.
can come through here. Come on.
Yeah.
Look, I didn't even use your headphones like out of respect.
I did this gangster thing where I just like walked in and all cool as shit, and then I dunked myself in, and I walked out like super cool. And Gigi, ladies and gentlemen, this camera is gonna be a
Alright.
little messed up. I'm sorry.
Hey, do
And then we
to fit Trey in, or?
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
just
we
curve
can-
it a little.
We gotta.
We can fit us
rotate
all
that
in.
out
We'll
and
all be
rotate
here.
this towards
Y'all
Gigi a little
fuckers
more.
are always doing this shit.
We
There we go.
messed it up.
Little back. Right there. There we go. Now we got Trey,
Oh wow,
Fuji.
it almost looks like.
Yeah, that's almost perfect actually. Wow, look at us with the skills. So,
You just have to deal with my knee because I cannot do the legs down thing.
yeah. So, yeah,
feel like I'm on an airplane
I'm
again.
walking out of
It's
the pool
literally-
now. It's freezing
Literally
cold.
how I feel on an airplane. It's
The girls are in the
ridiculous.
hot tub, and I get in the hot tub, and I'm like, my legs are fucking frozen. Like, it takes 5 minutes for them bitches to warm up again. And it's like, we look at Brittany like, well, are you going to do it? And Brittany's like, shit. So Brittany goes, right? She gets to the end
Mind
of
you,
the pool.
I got in the hot tub in all of my clothes.
Yeah. So she's wearing a
You're like,
t-shirt.
hold on,
and
I'm wearing
yeah.
t-shirt, leggings.
Yeah,
like-
t-shirt, leggings.
Smart.
So she goes all the way to the end of the pool, and we're like, oh, fuck, she's about to swim the length of the pool, yo.
What are
Because
you
Trey
doing?
jumped in the middle
What?
and got out. I walked to the middle,
I walked
dove
the
in,
length of the
came
pool.
out, and
I did.
yes, and
Close my nuts off.
Britt's like lining up at the end of the pool like she's about to swim laps in this bitch the long way.
Now,
So we were like, oh, fuck.
in fairness, she is white, so they are crazy.
Yo, she was crazy because she goes, right? She gets all sexy like you know, slow-mo, basic instinct. Like, it's about to go down. So she dives in, majestic as fuck,
Swan.
graceful as shit.
Really?
Like fucking, whoom,
Okay.
Yeah.
whoom, hits
Like a
the
mermaid
water.
hitting the water.
Like a mermaid hitting the
Just
fucking
coming
water.
out just
Brittany,
Okay.
boom, you just see the full
Going in.
booty, just like wham.
You just see the fishtail just
Go
It,
in.
it dives right in, right?
Just going in.
And then it changes complete 180. She pops out the water like a cat that got dumped in a tub. It was like she pops out. She's so cold. She reaches for the handlebars to exit.
I'm in the middle.
of the pool, bro. Like,
I
she's
look like someone threw a chihuahua in the pool. I'm just like,
so
get me out as fast as
instead
possible.
of swimming the full length like she planned, she scrambles towards the nearest ladder. Like,
Oh, and then whenever you get in the hot tub after that, it's just like pins.
yes,
You're
yes.
like, oh, it hurts.
It felt
I'm
amazing.
cold.
It
That
felt
was probably the
amazing
coldest
because-
water I've ever jumped into in my
Yes.
entire life. I was like, that was such a bad decision.
What you're saying is it was a good weekend. It sounds.
It was a great week. It was a
that's
lot
just
of fun.
That's cool.
It was a lot of fun. Victoria Comic Fest was a lot of fun, but in all honesty, as far as what the con had to offer, the fact that it didn't have food, if I had to give it a rating the way we usually do, I would give it a 2 out of 5. Just because there was no food.
But in the con's defense, they had food trucks scheduled. They just never
Yeah.
showed.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm only
Because of the
basing
weather.
I'm only basing
then
my
you
rating
can't
off
hold
what
that
happened.
against them.
I
What-
can, though.
true.
Like
as a
they had a
con, you should
whole
have a backup
marked off
plan.
area in the lot
yeah.
that was
not
just
the-
for
That's
them.
not the only ding against it. There were other things that factored in to my rating.
Like what?
But
What disappointed
what
you?
were
I'm
we
curious.
discussing, Trey? We discussed because I think Trey, me, and Belinda all agreed it was like a 2 out of 5 con.
true?
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
they
not a
didn't have
huge
anything-
cosplay like environment, so you don't have as much cosplayers as you
Yes.
normally would. So the
Which I think
community
that
is
would be a good
smaller.
thing, wouldn't it? Because then there's
Uh,
more of a spotlight
It was
on you as
it
a
was like
cosplayer.
it was like a overabundance
else.
of vendors.
Yeah.
So you had 2 actors plus 3 cosplayers.
Yeah.
Those were your star lineups, and then the rest
So
was
then
just
wasn't you just felt overwhelmed
vendor.
by vendors trying
Not
to pressure
really,
the
'cause
sale?
was
or-
not really,
Like a
yeah.
board game section would have been cool. A video game.
Okay, so you just wanted more
panels.
activities overall.
yeah,
Yeah, because
Okay,
we,
that
we
makes
walked the
sense.
con in 20 minutes.
less than that.
Less than 20 minutes,
And
you
what
could
if you don't
walk the
wanna buy
entire
anything?
thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Granted, I did bump it up a little bit as far the vendors. If I'm rating the vendors, fucking 4 out of 5. I bought from like 3 different.
So-
markets.
Yeah, he blew money like the first hour
Yeah,
he
I
was
was like,
there.
oh shit. I was.
He's like, we eating nothing for the rest of
Yeah.
the weekend.
So
I
Gonzo
mean,
agrees
they're-
with you guys. That's an honest score, especially
Gonzo
from
would.
previous
He-
years. He said if you've gone previous years,
no, but
This
I
year
think a
was a
2
little
out
bit-
of 5 is a good.
I've
is
gone
an
previous
accurate
years,
score.
and I mean the previous year. I thought this year was better than previous years, just because my personal experience was better than previous years.
Yeah, no. Your experience aside, I
so
think
then you might have
the
a curve
con
on your
itself-
score.
Yeah,
'cause
I
of
do
your
have a bit of a
personal-
curve on mine.
So
Yeah.
what did you rate it, Brittany? With the curve, like what are you rating it at?
I rated it like right in the middle. I mean, like
Like at a 3?
like at a 3, 5 being like Dragon Con level. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then like 1 being like Texas Comic Con. So like a 3. I mean, it's a
Oh, I thought
strong.
you meant ACC. Sorry.
No.
Oh,
Shots
the
fired.
Alamo Dome one. Yeah.
It's a decent sized crowd. decent size.
So then 2.5 is about accurate.
Yeah.
You take away your personal experience, and you're probably around a 2.5.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's not bad though for a smaller con. 2.5 to 3.
It's not.
Was
The
it
young,
at, I'm sure y'all answered this, but I just didn't hear it. Was it at a hotel or was it
No.
at it was at a convention?
No, we did not
It-
actually ask that.
It's
I didn't. So
it's
good job,
called
Gigi.
Victoria Community Center, which is actually one of the community buildings I probably like out of all the places I've guested
Yeah.
because it has like a whole side like normal setup like of a alley where it's like long, but then like the big area it's a dome. So like it's round, so the hall floor is round, so it's like one big ass circle with like aisles in it. So I kind of like the shape, I guess you would say, of that area. So I don't know, I like it because it's
Yeah.
unique. I don't know, it feels different.
yeah, it kind of reminded me of Ace, the little circle, like
Which
pool.
I love that type of environment.
Yeah, I like
that
the
type
circle
of environment too.
Because
Then
I
you
think
don't
it
feel-
forces
yeah.
you to go to like
Yeah.
see
It
everything,
does.
see everyone.
The floor
So
plan
nobody
really lends
feels
itself
left
to that.
out like in other cons where it's different levels. Like you have to pass all the vendors in order to get to where you're going. So
Yeah.
that's
I
just
agree.
me.
But I think if you live in Victoria, Texas, if you can't make it to Comapalooza, you can't make it to Celebrity Fan Fest, you can't make it to Fan Expo Dallas, then it was a dope con. Like it was dope. It was good. I think there's definitely room for improvement. But I don't know how long it's been going, but it's still going strong. Like it had a good turnout for what it had, and the weather was shit. So
Did they announce their attendance or no?
I don't think they did.
They usually don't.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a smaller con.
That's good. Well,
Yeah.
that's cool.
It's what I imagined Hill Country was like.
The staff was
But
really
I'll
good to
find out this
us. They definitely kept us hydrated, which was really nice,
Oh, that's
especially the
Staff was
costume.
amazing.
Wait, they gave y'all free
That's-
water?
yeah, they were
Free
giving. They
waters,
made sure that we had free
Wait,
waters.
that's already like 2 points up above ACC right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, no.
have y'all announced that we will be officially attending Hill Country Comic Con?
We did not. We didn't
Way to
tell
be
them
a
we're officially
spoiler,
going to
Gigi.
Dallas.
Way to go.
God,
Let her
please,
tell it.
I
man.
just completely forgot because
We
I
did.
announced we're going to Dallas
You just
officially,
forgot.
but I
See,
did
you're
not
here to
announce
keep
Hill
them in
Country.
order.
Thank you. So Hill Country Comic Con,
Which we're super excited.
we will be. Yeah, we'll be press.
This will be
at
my
that
first time
event as
going.
Well. Yeah, mine as well. Trey had some nice things
When
to
do
say
I
about
get this
it.
email with the scheduling,
So-
Trey? Because I haven't gotten any word of any of
You
this.
get no word, bro. We
I'm
are
not in the cool
actively
kids
being
group?
blackballed. Belinda said you are not to be invited to anything she goes to, and she gets first pick.
Kinda.
So, sorry, bro.
They did have this really cool guy. This guy built like this ginormous, like life-size Wally that he was.
Oh, I saw the
that was
videos
cool
of
as
that.
shit.
That
Oh
looks
my
sick.
god!
Did
He was
wonders
so
for our
cool, and he
TikTok.
had a remote control, so he would just like
Yeah.
walk
One of the
behind it like
prints.
far away, and
Really?
he'd like make it like interact with you and stuff. It was
That's
so
cool.
cool.
Did it make noise?
Yes.
I'm sure it has
He
to.
loved
many
him
prints did he
some
buy?
sexy. How many prints did he buy? He bought all the sexy Britney Chaos prints.
No, but that's actually.
Wait,
the
is he
print
the
I
same
sold
guy who
most this
came out with the
weekend.
trench coat and be like, y'all
Is
want to
it
post
The
it?
BKS sweater.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's not the guy
I
that
sold
offered
that.
you the post.
So many of them.
Okay. That's cool.
So yes, Victoria Comic Fest, 2.5 out of 5.
2.5 to 3, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Say 3-ish.
Yeah. So Brittany says 3. Me, Trey, Belinda 2.
I wouldn't
Somewhere
trust my
in the middle.
brother's rating, by the way. I'm just being honest.
I say
Or Trey.
6.
Trey's salty.
Wow.
6.
Trey likes the Watchmen, so there you
I
go.
would say 3 because any con that has me
7
as a guest,
episodes
I
in, it gets
appreciate.
good.
You
automatically get a boost.
automatically
Yeah.
gets a point.
It's the payoff.
Yeah. So, Trey, your prayers have been answered. You just need to get
His prayers.
$350.
I think that's
we
everybody's
literally we were at
Shared
Victoria
custody,
Comic Fest.
Trey.
You
Oh
only
yeah, you should split it.
You only
Yeah.
need one kidney, right?
Or you could do the payment plan, which is $52, separated out into 6 months.
Yeah, you can do that.
Which isn't bad.
You start it now, you get it by August.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you have to finish the payments before
Yes.
you get the child?
Yeah.
Usually,
I would
that's how
assume
that
it's
goes.
like layaway, yeah. I don't think it's like a credit line where
But like
I need
50,
him. I need him.
I do too. That's only $25 a paycheck, Trey.
Like, you know how people do Elf on the Shelf? I would just do the child at Christmas. You know, just
No,
Put
it'd
them on
just
top
be the
like a
child
Christmas
year
topper?
round.
just
Have
all year
all
round,
the
every
buttons.
holiday.
But you need
Easter,
you
the
need to
child,
build him like
Valentine's
his
Day.
stroller pod though. He needs
Yeah.
I
that.
would have the little baby backpack thing and just carry him around all day.
You
Start
gotta do
selling-
like Mondo
Gonzo.
hangover
Gonzo
style.
said start selling plasma,
Yeah,
Trey.
$40 a week on
There's
plasma,
a
bro. There you
place on
go.
Marbach
That's
you
what
can
you
go.
gotta do. You gotta sell it how you gotta
First
I'm
of all, I
gonna
wouldn't go
start
to
selling my
Marbach.
eggs.
That's just me.
That's gonna make a
And
bunch.
ghetto
so.
places that
Look,
Sure.
if I sell my eggs, then we can all get a child toy
Amen.
because that's like $10,000.
That's like $45.
Isn't that only if
episode.
people want your eggs?
People want my eggs. I'm a white girl.
She's a ginger too.
Yeah.
People love
That's true.
ginger.
That's true.
That's
true.
it's
You know you want some ginger eggs, bro.
No, I don't want any eggs. I don't want kids. Fuck that. I'm good.
You say that.
Yo, Don said that
Buy some
puppet is
ginger
better paid
eggs.
than he is. That thing makes like $45 an episode.
There you go.
That's funny, dude. That's
So,
funny.
No, yeah, I love the figure. It looks amazing. I think.
And
we
it's
can-
Sideshow that's doing it?
yeah,
Sideshow Collectibles.
What I like about them is they do usually do like interchangeable parts to them, so you can switch out the hands to maybe hold
Or
the
the
cup,
facial expression.
or the
He's gonna
facial
be like-
expression and
What if
stuff.
it comes with a frog?
What if he comes
Oh my
with a
god,
teacup?
with the frog in his mouth? Yeah.
Teacup. Oh.
If he comes with a teacup, he's just gonna always sit on my desk judging everybody,
Always,
we could just make
always
a
the
little
tea.
cup for
right?
him.
And just
Always
with
the
the little
tea.
hands on it, and just be like.
Wait, so
judge
they haven't
everybody that
released what's
enters the
in it
store.
yet? They just announced that it's coming?
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't think
Okay.
they have dates yet.
Okay.
They just
Um,
wanted to let people know to get their money ready because $350 is a lot.
That's
of
not that
dollars.
much.
Do we have a
No,
date
Belinda
for
was like-
the Build-A-Bear?
spring.
Spring.
This spring?
Yeah.
I hope it's before Easter.
Yeah.
Yeah, Belinda was like,
It
I
will
told
be.
her, I was like,
I'm
oh,
telling you, I'm
the
gonna stand
child's
in
out.
line dressed as the Mandalorian and just look at the employee and be like, "I'm here for the child.
I have spoken.
I have spoken."
They will
spoken.
absolutely
Get it.
do it before
Yo,
Easter.
what up,
That's a
Wes?
huge cash
Nice of
grab.
you to
That's what
join
I'm
us.
saying.
They're gonna.
I hope they're
Um,
prepared.
Oh, they will be.
It's gonna
yeah.
be like a freaking
Build-
midnight.
yeah.
Oh
release.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
don't think
gonna
they're.
be
I honestly
horrible.
don't think Build-A-Bear can be ready for the amount of people.
That's
that
gonna
they're
be
get.
horrible.
It's gonna
Them
be.
poor Build-A-Bear employees. They're
Yeah.
probably like,
It's
"Hi,
gonna be
how are
like
you
a
doing?"
Black
Those little
Friday.
16-year-old kids have
Oh
no
my
idea
gosh,
what's
they're
coming.
gonna
Yeah.
they're gonna
No
look like they
idea.
went through the ringer by the end of that day.
It's gonna be Black Friday.
I hate the child.
It's gonna be
Just
Black
wanted to
Friday
tell
for
you that.
3 weeks
Fuck
straight.
Star Wars.
No, but yeah, we were gonna order it. We were gonna because I thought it was pre-orders, and I was like, "Hey, look, Belinda, like the child's out," and she's like, "Oh, cool, let's get it." And I was like, "It's $350." She's like, "Cool, let's see it." And like I pull it up, and I love it. I think it looks amazing. Like,
Yeah.
it's adorable. And she looks at it, she's all, "Nah, never mind."
I want that plush.
What's the
I'd rather
size,
have the plush.
the scale size though?
The scale size, I want to say
It's-
it's about
it's-
2.5 feet.
It's like this big,
Yeah, it
Size
shows a
of
little
it.
model on a
or like
lady
compared to
there.
a person. It's
That's not bad.
it's a pretty good
That's not
size.
Yeah, it's a good size. Like it's what it's supposed to be. It's
What is
life
it made
size.
of?
Actual size, yeah.
Does it say
Plastics usually.
It's usually
Yeah, more
plastic.
than
Like
likely.
mine that I bought of the Incredible Hulk is like a plastic.
Oh.
Probably
It has the
PLA.
interchangeable
like-
parts.
Groot, that material?
Yes,
No,
it's
no,
like
but
Groot. The level
it's-
of detail.
It's like
It's a
those
little-
really nice figures.
So it's
Oh,
kind of
okay.
plastic, but then they put a rubber coating over it,
To
so it
make
makes me
Yes.
feel more real.
Okay.
And they
Yeah,
even
that-
put like little tiny baby hairs all over his head, so like
You can
like
touch
he
oh.
yeah like he feels.
We're not
That-
talking about
I
hair.
don't know about that.
Yeah, that Groot over there was I think $300 if I wasn't mistaken. The one we have.
The baby Groot, yeah.
Yeah, and
Or-
that
yeah,
Stay Puft
Teenage
was like
Mutant Ninja.
$130 for a piggy bank. I was like, I'll buy you a piggy bank and put $130 in it. How about that? She
How
was
about
like,
Yeah.
she was like, no.
Gotta know.
She was like, no.
I
I
could
want
see
my
this
Stay
selling
Puft.
out pretty quick, though.
Oh yeah, plastic
yeah.
and cloth is what Wes says.
It's gonna
but
be
yeah.
like trying to get San Diego Comic-Con tickets.
Yeah,
Like,
you're gonna have to
People
get
are
in
gonna
there.
be
and
like-
No, I
get
think this
clicking-
would be worse, honestly.
I agree. It's gonna.
the lottery system.
I mean, I guarantee. When's usually Star Wars Celebration in May?
I think it's where's potato when you need them? Fucking potato.
I wanna say it's in
Yeah,
May
I
because
want to
like
say it's in
It's
August.
like May, August.
no,
maybe?
I want to say it's May because it's like May the 4th be with you. It's like
Yeah.
all
That's
the
Star Wars Day.
That's Star
Look.
Wars.
Yeah,
Day.
that's May the 4th. I
Now
think it's
we must-
August. It's
Google.
close to D23.
I agree with Brittany. We have Google. Let's use it.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, we're all
there's a
here
database.
using our
If only
brain
there was a
power.
database online that we can access.
Godzo said for $350 it better be made out of human skin.
It's not of concern what the date is, okay?
Okay.
What
Trey,
was it?
Wes
It's
said,
not a big
what
deal.
was it?
It's
Wes-
August 27th
Yeah,
through August
I knew
30th.
it. Wes said, Trey, buy it for me. Wes wants you to buy it for
You
Yeah.
know what you have to do, Wes.
me.
You gotta go please Jabba. Oh.
Hey, wait. People will do stuff if I buy them this?
Yeah.
Yeah. They'll do dirty
When-
dirty
Interesting.
things.
That just makes me think of the
Naughty
comment
things.
you said about Jabba the Hutt the other day. Like if they had like those little sticks or whatever that you use for like what game is it when you like throw the little
Oh.
thing across and you use the little what's it called?
Yes.
Curling.
Curling.
Oh,
Like
the
what if
brushes.
what if someone had a curling thing
Curling.
for Jabba the Hutt and he'd be just fucking flying?
Yeah.
Wes
Ew,
said,
his,
Wes
like,
said
it's
he's
his
game, bro.
crusties.
He'll do whatever you want for
Put
that.
that
No
slug in your
figure.
mouth.
Hey, Wes, I'd be careful with that. I might take you up on that.
So, from a lovable topic to a real topic, like unfortunate, definitely. The loss of Kobe Bryant was
And
And his daughter,
and
his-
then the other people. That
Yes,
And
all the
the
other
7 others.
Just
people who were all
of the
on board.
victims. It's horrific.
It was a horrific loss.
It was a husband and a wife, and it was also 2 other teammates to
Yes.
Gigi Bryant.
They were babies.
Yeah, they were
babies.
very, very young. I did do some research on
Mhm.
that. Well, some information has been released about that. They were at 25,000 feet
Mm-hmm.
when the plane descended, and it descended at 1,200 feet per minute
Mm-hmm.
at a left bank. So they went down, and they went down.
Yeah, they
fast.
went down fast.
Well, helicopters are just so terrifying because if that propeller stops, it's like there's no way to control it.
So his helicopter was not geared with a system to a warning system for the weather,
Mm-hmm.
so they weren't aware of
That
the
there
weather.
was like high winds or something.
Well,
It
it was
high winds and
high winds
fog.
and extreme fog.
Like,
Like
they
you
couldn't
could not,
see
you
anything,
can't
yeah.
see
Yeah.
anything. So
So
I'm
So it's
think he
easy to
went
get disoriented
higher.
which way's
Yeah.
down, which
Well,
way's
and
up.
and they even said that the pilot who had actually made the same trip the day before, which took a totally different route,
Mhm.
went completely out of the normal route and around, like almost
Oh,
like
no.
instead of a straight shot, he did like this big huge bank number,
Yeah.
That's weird.
and he had like 25,000 hours worth of like flight
Flight.
experience.
Yeah.
So he was
It's an
definitely
unfortunate
yeah,
accident, I
it
think.
was
I don't think it
definitely
was, like, the
all
pilot
just a
sucked
big
or anything.
accidents. No,
Yeah.
it wasn't that. But
It'll-
those are questions that were asked.
Yeah.
It'll be 12 to like 18 months before we know.
Before an official
exactly.
report is filed. They did like a what is it, the safety for flight or whatever. They
Mhm.
did like a press conference, and they said that this is they're going to issue in a couple days a
Mhm.
report, but it will be simply facts.
Yeah.
And then in 12 months they'll do all their findings, facts, and recommendations.
So yeah, it was an unfortunate circumstance.
With that though, I don't
Um,
really care to hear what they say because it's not going to change what happened, unfortunately.
No,
Yeah.
no, unfortunately not. But maybe it can
So-
prevent others from having the
Well,
same
yeah,
thing.
that's-
Definitely.
Legally, they have to do that whenever an aircraft goes
Mhm.
down. They have to comb through all the evidence.
We gotta
to-
learn from it.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
and yeah, it sucks. Like it's not gonna bring them back, but at least it'll give the families some sort of answers because I know what that family is going through, and it sucks.
Yeah.
Mm.
And it's like, yeah, finding out what happened, like you said, doesn't bring them back, but at least it's some sort of closure.
That's true. Sorry, Gigi, but Fernando made a good point. How did they get clearance to go through that heavy of a fog?
I think
Like-
it's private.
It,
right?
it's his private helicopter.
Yeah.
He doesn't need clearance. Now he
Yeah.
should have
That's true.
communicated through the tower, but like an hour before their flight took off, the towers, all the police grounded all of the police helicopters, and they were in the process of grounding all flights at that
Yeah.
point, but they hadn't been grounded yet.
Oh,
So
they
that's
weren't
why he was
officially-
able to go because
Yeah,
it
before
wasn't
they
quite
ended up
grounded. It wasn't
yeah.
at that process yet. It was just the first responders were grounded first.
Yeah, it's definitely a terrible tragedy.
Yeah, it
so we're
is.
definitely
Sad.
saddened by it. We were at Victoria when we got the news. We were backstage.
They announced it over the intercom in the middle of the convention.
The whole
over
con
the
just, like,
whole
stopped.
building.
You could feel just
The whole-
everyone's heart dropped.
Yeah, you could feel the whole building just go quiet.
As soon as we found out it was not only Kobe but his daughter, like everybody was like, "Fuck."
I forget who said it, but it was just like we all became Lakers that day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely. I have the utmost respect for him as a competitor, just because our team had a great rivalry in the 2000 era,
Oh, yeah.
where it was literally either the Lakers were winning it or the Spurs were winning it.
He was the
And
guy who-
how good our team is directly correlated with how good Kobe Bryant and the Lakers were. Like they were the team to beat, and we would have to face them to get to a championship. So it was an awesome dynasty, and I respected him so much as a player. To hear that horrific, tragic accident was definitely heartbreaking.
Well, have you? So I'm a big Shaq fan because he went
I'm
to
a-
LSU.
I'm a
and I
Shaq
went to
fan.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
LSU.
I'm not a basketball fan,
And
but I
he's
like
from San
particular
Antonio.
basketball
I
players.
love Shaq.
I saw his.
I have
interview
a
today.
story about Shaq that I'll tell off air, but he's really because he and Kobe played together for
On the
years.
Lakers,
I
yeah.
mean, they
Yeah.
were best friends, and the posts that he's been making they just break my heart, and my heart aches for that family because
They
nobody should have to experience that, and it's
No.
I think the most heart-wrenching thing I've heard so far, and like just because like the more news that comes out, apparently Kobe and his wife had a pact to never fly with each other, and then this happened. Like, it's very,
Jeez.
just because they wanted to make a pact saying like, hey, if we were both on that plane and we both went down or
Yeah.
whatever, And both of our kids have a parent.
He had actually did a commercial for the company of that helicopter.
Mhm.
And in Kobe's commercial of this helicopter, there's like helicopters crashing in the background. Like what a when I saw that I was like, what
Ominous.
the fuck? But to Shaq, he actually released an interview earlier today, an actual interview of him, like instead of just post, he actually was
Was it him on
speaking.
TNT? I think with the guys.
You know, like there were like 4 others sitting in chairs,
So Ernie
and that was really heart
that was
wrenching.
really hard to watch.
But
like,
I saw a couple articles
didn't
that
see it.
his health is really affected by this because he also lost his sister this
earlier,
year.
a few months ago.
Yeah, a few months
and
ago.
then
So,
Kobe passed.
and to him, that was like his little brother,
Oh yeah.
you know. And he
Yeah.
said he was really close to that family. Like his kids, like he was like, I'm Uncle Shaq, you know.
Wasn't he Gigi's godfather?
I think
So,
he
I
was
think
a
he was too,
godfather to
because
her.
it was when he got to Gigi that you could literally see the tears just
Yeah.
running down his face, and I was like, first of all, fun fact, I hate seeing grown men cry, and Shaq is like the
Hard to
epitome.
watch.
It is hard to
Yeah.
watch. His remembrance of Kobe and Jimmy Fallon's were probably the
Oh.
hardest for me to watch, because Jimmy Fallon, I mean, you felt that one, like you felt both of them. But I hate how everybody's just trying to tarnish a situation too. That's been getting on my nerves, like trying to like oversee and outlight. Like I saw a comedian
For
post.
real, Fernando.
There was a comedian that posted a video, basically almost celebrating the situation.
There were a couple of posts
And
that
I'm
were
just
really
like, you
like,
fucking asshole.
he got
like,
away with
regardless.
rape. He got what he deserved.
Yeah.
Like there were a couple of posts that were like, oh, but soldiers in Iraq die and nobody cares. Where it's like,
That's
not what this is
No,
about.
it's not what that's
to say
about.
we don't care. It's just this guy had an
Yeah.
impact in the world itself to make people better and make it better. Granted, soldiers losing life is never good, but I mean, one soldier compared to a figure like Kobe, who essentially affects the generation behind him in regards to their mentality, the work ethic, and what he did.
I think-
there's a difference, unfortunately. There's a
I
double
think
standard
Kobe
to it. But
was a good role model for the fact that, do I think he got away with rape? Yes.
allegedly, it was never
no,
proven.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
But do I
No,
think
it
he
was
got?
never
Let me.
proven.
Yeah,
Can
this
you
is
let me
Britney's-
finish?
yeah,
Let
it
me
was
never
finish. Let me
proven. Go ahead,
finish. I
go
didn't
ahead,
interrupt
go
you.
ahead,
Let me
go ahead,
finish.
go ahead.
Do I think he got away with rape? Yes. Do I think he made himself better from that situation? Yes. I think he became a great father, a great role model. I think he learned from his mistakes. I think he grew as a person, because after that, he got the helicopter so he could be able to pick his kids up from school, because he's like, I'm on the road all the time. I don't get to see them all the time. Any minute I can with them. I was trying to avoid that 50-minute drive and turn it into a 15-minute situation, so I could pick up my kids from school, so I could do all these things with them. I think he 180'd after that moment, and I can appreciate anybody that sees a point in their life and like, I'm being fucking stupid, let me change. And I think he's a great example
Definitely
of
growth.
change can happen.
Yeah,
change,
definitely growth.
and regardless if however you feel about the situation, if that triggers you or whatever, there are still a bunch of families who are grieving over the loss of the people that they've lost. Regardless of how you feel, these people lost people they love, and that never changes. That never comes. You know what I mean? I'm like, just fucking shut up, because this mother just lost her daughter and her husband.
Yeah, it's
her
not the
her,
time
her
to
rock
voice
and
your
something that
cause.
she gave birth to.
Yeah.
Don't make it a political thing.
Yeah, don't make it a political
That's
thing.
one
It
of the
doesn't
biggest
matter how
things
you
that's
feel.
been
It's just,
upsetting me. Everyone's been capitalizing off of this.
yes.
And then it's like they're making it about them. Share the memories. Share how he made you feel. Share how, why he was a good person to you. But quit making it about you.
Yeah.
So, real quick to point out Britney's rape thing. So, with that, again, allegedly. It was never proven because this girl had flaws. She didn't want to testify against herself because she knew she'd commit perjury. Because essentially, she slept with some guy right before Kobe, an hour before. Slept with Kobe. And you mean to tell me after you get raped, you're going to go ahead and go and sleep with another guy right after? I'm sorry. It's just. No.
That was the thing.
I didn't
is,
want to
it
get
was
into
all
gritty
alleged.
details.
Yeah, it's
No,
all
but
alleged, and
there's
we never
there's
got
been
to it.
actual science, like they did the semen test and it proves that she slept right after
and OJ
Kobe with
allegedly
another
killed
one.
his wife too.
No, OJ
They're-
definitely killed his wife. We all know that.
You know what I mean?
He
Like,
wrote
a
a
lot
book
of
about.
allegedlys
He
out
wrote
there.
a book on like.
The juice.
That lady allegedly said nakers.
Yes,
that's
But
why
yes.
we
Let's
put.
focus.
yes,
So
yeah.
That's
not
why
only
we put. Now we get to that topic, and that's why
This
the caption's
woman-
on there. The Los Angeles
nakers.
well, she's
So
on
what-
air
yeah.
live MSNBC. She's reporting on the death of Kobe Bryant, who was a player for the Los Angeles pauses, and then says,
No. She says
allegedly says, Lakers.
She says Kobe, who was perfectly casted for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Yes.
Then the feed cuts right there because she realizes, oh shit, I
No,
fucked
she
up.
actually kept going, but yeah,
She kind of stuttered and then kept going, but
That's what I mean.
she
She
took
stopped for a
she
second,
took
like,
a hard,
oh shit.
hard pause before she dropped that
Before
word.
and after.
And I'm like,
Yes.
anybody who says that they hear, oh my god,
Nakers.
keep going, keep
If
going.
you
I was
think
like-
you hear Nakers in that, we
so
listen
she
to
goes,
it
she gets
so
she
many
gets
times.
raked over the coals for that shit. So
Yeah.
she goes to social media and she's like, I was confusing the Knicks
Yes.
and the Lakers, and I said Nakers. Nobody heard that. We definitely heard a GG
There was a
ERS.
double G.
Yeah.
There was a double G in there
There's a
and some
double
R's
G.
and
And
S's.
And
Like
it was
Yeah.
it was
It
an
was Los
ER.
Angeles.
it was a
Yeah.
heavy.
We heard Los Angeles.
She definitely wrote them R's.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
like
yeah.
Los Angeles, niggers, and then just continues. Like she, you know, she knew because there was a pause right after, like, fuck. And she continued on with the story. I'm sorry, but the Knicks, Lakers, geographically, not even close.
But even
about
then,
as
the
far as
names
you
don't
can
match
get.
because I get the Knicks, Knickerbockers.
Yeah, the New York
Like I get it,
Knickerbockers.
but like.
But
the
she wasn't
Lakers?
even discussing
No,
a topic that had anything to do with the Knicks. She was simply talking about Kobe
Yeah.
Bryant.
No,
So
but
how
I-
you made that confusion is beyond me.
I can see what you're saying as far as the basketball world if you're not familiar with it.
No,
You
but
may
if
get
you were talking
tongue-tied,
about like them
but-
playing a game against each other, I could see where you might have mixed
No,
that up.
I see.
But you're
I
literally
see-
talking about Kobe Bryant, how you
Yeah,
could mix that
I
up
see
in the
your
middle of the
argument,
sentence.
But
I'm like, come
it's clear, like, no, lady, you knew what you were talking about. You knew what you
on. 100%
said.
she did.
Like,
There was
Just
double
own
G's
it,
in there,
like,
and there was
hey.
multiple recordings. You sent me one that was completely different from the one the three of us,
Yeah.
because we were on the car ride home. Like, no,
Trying to-
there's two G's in that shit.
Play it again.
Play it again.
Play it
We'll,
again.
like, play it back. We
Play it
we
again.
listened to it over and over and over. Like maybe she said Nakers because it was after her
No.
tweet was released, and I was like,
no.
no, there's no
Yeah,
recording
you
that
tried
I
to-
found
yeah.
that we found
Mm-mm.
that sounded like Nakers.
No, she messed up. You
You
know,
we
it's
we even tried to
unfortunate.
say really fast, Los Angeles Nakers. See,
We-
Nakers. has
we
a
laughed in the
distinct-
car so long about that.
Yeah, I was like, what planet does this lady think she's on that she can just lie like that?
No.
And like, it's just gonna be cool.
And this is
I was
why
saying the Nakers, yo.
this is why people get mad with white people, because it's some dumb white person who would say some shit like this. Because let me tell you, I wouldn't make that fucking mistake
Yeah.
ever, because I don't even that word's not even in my vocabulary.
Yeah.
But the fact that you said it on national TV, you can't go back on that. You need to own that shit, apologize.
That's why she got fired.
Yeah, well, because you should have
She tried it-
apologized. You
exactly.
should have been like, you know what?
Mhm.
I wasn't thinking right. I made a completely inappropriate comment. I apologize. But no, we gonna try to pretend like it didn't happen. I was saying
Nah,
nakers.
You see the Knicks, right?
And all I can think of is just that meme of that black guy where he's like looking at her on the side, like, come on, girl, you know you lying. Like I was just like,
there were so many memes that came from
stupid.
Nakers. It was ridiculous. But yeah,
So
that was not cool. It was.
yeah,
she
especially
thought
at the
terrible
time that it
timing.
happened. Yeah, especially what she's reporting.
Yeah, at the worst
Well,
possible
I
time
mean,
to say something like that.
The good thing is the support that company has had is,
Yeah.
or like Kobe and his family and everyone else that lost their lives there has been really good. Like the Mavericks, I don't know if you guys saw, the Mavericks actually retired the number 24. No Maverick player will ever wear the number 24.
That was
I
pretty
love
cool.
how many
Mark
buildings-
Cuban,
I love how
kudos to Mark Cuban for doing that.
I love how many buildings actually like changed all their lights on the outside of their buildings
the purple and
purple
gold,
and
yeah.
gold.
For Kobe.
They actually set up an entire memorial
for my
outside of
niece.
the Lakers stadium just across the street.
Bro, you want to get that?
Yep.
You gotta let her know. Yeah, actually, there's a restaurant in San Antonio that outside
They did a
already has
mural,
Kobe
yeah,
Bryant
that's
mural.
really
There's
cool.
actually people in my neighborhood who changed their outdoor lights to that.
That's pretty
Well,
cool.
the Coyote War 24.
Yeah, the Coyote wore 24. I don't think every team should retire his number. I think that's a bit much. If you want to, great. I also don't think that you should change the NBA's logo to Kobe. I think you could make a case for it. I don't think he's a bad candidate by any means.
I think you could do a patch for him.
No, I think I could see the argument for changing the logo to Kobe just because the newer generation coming forward grew up on Kobe. We grew up on Jordan. So
Yes.
the time to change it to Jordan is kind of past, unfortunately.
Yeah,
So I think you do need to give it to someone.
Are you?
my sister. She's stupid.
You need to give it to someone who's
About
going to
to
be
say
relevant.
race,
Hi, baby. give it to someone that's going to be relevant to the kids coming up that saw Kobe play. So I could see the argument, though. Unfortunately, I don't see it changing.
Clutch.
I don't see it.
Yeah,
I don't
leave
see it changing.
Leave it at Mr. Clutch.
I think they
Jerry
could do
West.
like a memorial patch. Like I know a lot of jerseys you do patches.
Maybe like for a month, maybe during like for his birthday, change the
Yeah.
logo that whole month, kind of like they do with the Hispanic Heritage Month.
Or like the breast cancer awareness.
Yes,
Yeah,
definitely,
patch. But I
definitely.
do really like that they right away. He's going in the Hall of Fame this year.
Good.
Like they bypassed all
Just couldn't
the
make it.
elections, the process of getting into the Hall of Fame. Kobe Bryant will be in the Hall of Fame this year.
Yeah, I think you
with this
forego that
class.
because he was going to be a first ballot regardless.
Yeah, he was going to be first, but nobody was going to say no to Kobe Bryant
No.
going to the Hall of Fame right
No.
away.
And
So
if they did, they're
yeah, they're
If
stupid.
they did, they
just-
don't know
They
basketball.
just don't know basketball.
They don't
There's
know
no way
basketball.
Kobe Bryant.
I'm sorry.
He's one of the greatest guards to ever touch a basketball.
No.
One of the top 10 players.
Top 5.
Top 10 players to ever
No,
play
top
the game.
5.
Well,
I would
and
say he's top
Who do you
5.
got? Bro, there's
Bro,
Duncan.
There's no.
there's Oscar
I'm sorry, but
Robertson,
Duncan's
there's-
not in the top 5.
We're not getting into this.
Kobe's
You got-
not
you
even
got-
the greatest
you got-
player of his
We're
era.
not
got
getting
Jordan.
into this.
You got Jordan, you got Kobe, you got Russell, you got
No.
Chamberlain, you got
Negative.
Kareem. That's top 5 already.
Negative.
Y'all are not listening.
Anyways.
Negative. No.
Anyway.
I didn't know we became a
We're gonna-
sports podcast.
Yeah, oh yeah,
I-
we're
I
about
know.
to.
I'm
It's
like,
about to.
you
We're
could
about
all
to get
start your
heated
own
right now.
sports
We about
podcast
to.
later. Either way, let's let this family mourn. Let's let them
Yes.
have their time. Let's show respect to those families,
Mm-hmm.
all of those families, and stop trying to put a dark light on it. It's not clickbait news. It's not fake news. Stop
Yeah.
trying to
This is
gain.
somebody's life.
I literally saw a video of someone who posted just a helicopter crash and tried to say it was Kobe Bryant. Don't use this for your 10 seconds of fame.
Yeah.
Just let this family be in peace. Jeez, that's the best thing you can do for
I
them.
think Vanessa Bryant actually tweeted out finally.
Yeah,
broke
she
her
did.
silence and she was thanking everybody for their support, which is really good. You know, she says it's devastating. It's a hard time, which is
Unimaginably
understandable.
devastating.
Like, you know, I can't even imagine
Yeah.
what they're going through. Losing your not only your love of your life and Kobe, but your daughter, your firstborn at that. Like,
Yeah.
it's unbelievable. But
Yeah, you can't wrap
definitely,
my
I
head around
agree that with that, I mean, everybody just needs to realize it's it's multiple people that lost their lives, not just
Yeah.
Kobe and his daughter, but everyone
Yeah,
else.
families
that's
are
in there. Just
devastated.
kinda-
This is not just some internet news.
There's no reason to put your personal feelings in it, whether you think he was a rapist or he wasn't a good
Yeah,
person,
not the time to
or
air your
whatever the
grievances.
case is. Yeah, he's Kobe is what I would consider a people's champion because
Yeah.
no matter where you went internationally,
You knew
people love him.
Yeah, definitely.
He's a household name. I mean, most
Definitely.
even if you don't follow basketball, which I don't, I know exactly
know
who
who
he
Kobe
is.
Bryant
is.
And I knew exactly who it was. I didn't
Yeah.
have to Google. I didn't have to do any of that. I
don't
know
think
who he
I was
is.
gonna say I don't think there's nobody who threw a paper ball to a trash can or
Yeah.
anything without screaming Kobe while
Yeah.
doing it.
And we're
Like,
gonna
it's
still
just-
continue doing it.
Yeah, we're
Definitely.
gonna never stop doing that.
Definitely.
Definitely honor him. So yes, Kobe, amazing player. We'll remember him forever.
amazing person.
amazing person. Hard work ethic. Just can't say enough good things about him.
Agreed.
Now, moving on to the future of sports earnings, really. The top 10 streamers of 2019 made combined $121 million.
Trey, what
That's
are you doing here?
10
Let's get the fuck out of here.
10
Let's go start
peeps,
streaming.
$121 million.
That's ridiculous.
Kudos to them. These kids are crushing it, and they're doing an amazing job. And I can get you the numbers here real quick. It was Ninja, I think, was at the top of the list.
Of
Ninja-
course,
yeah,
Ninja was at the
Ninja-
top of the list.
Ninja made $17 million last year.
Checking out my zombie socks.
Yeah,
PewDiePie was a close
I
second.
eat feet, not brains.
PewDiePie made $15 million, I'm sorry, and then followed by Markiplier at $14 million. And these are all, if you don't know these names, I'm sure your kids do. Or
I didn't know PewDiePie was a gamer. I thought he was a streamer.
These are streamers and content creators. 'cause
I was gonna say, like, he's
PewDiePie-
more of a content creator than a
PewDiePie-
gamer.
Yeah, PewDiePie.
Let's be precise
made-
here.
Well, he plays games, and that's
Occasionally.
the main thing he does is streaming games.
But he's more of a documentary kind of person.
Yeah, he's gotten
So
into
he's a
more of a
vlogger.
content
He's a
creator. He's
vlogger.
only done like 2 live streams this entire year of 2019, I think.
But he made millions.
Yeah, but he made $14 million.
But I mean, I could definitely see these esports people becoming
Oh yeah,
getting paid more than professional athletes.
But a
when it
lot of
comes to-
times too, they make that
Jacksepticeye,
bank off
11
of like
million.
merchandise
and
and
then
shit
trumping some sports like
No,
football.
this is just off their stream.
Honestly,
Well,
football
you-
I think is going
This
away.
is not including their like contracts with other companies,
their
their
sponsorships,
sponsorships, all that stuff. That you factor that in.
appearances.
Yeah, these kids appearances, concerts.
Where are we
I
getting
know.
this
I know
information?
my son went, not even on the list, but he went to see. No, he was. I'm sorry, Jacksepticeye, $11 million. Like my son went to Austin to watch him play video games live in person and talk.
That's still crazy. to
Like
me.
it was dope. It was
I
dope.
never
It was a
got the
great
concept
positive.
of watching somebody
I'd
play
rather
games.
play the game than watch the one, but I get it. You know.
Maybe if
Yeah.
I'm trying to learn something
Yeah, but
right
you
quick.
watched the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Like if I'm
watch
trying to
the
beat a
sports.
if I'm
NBA.
trying to beat a
'cause I can
level.
relate because I've playing at some sort of
Yeah.
level.
And some
You watch.
people-
You
Yeah.
watch fucking the World Cup.
True.
I watch people
I played
playing
soccer.
Overwatch so that I can pick
play
up.
video
Like
games.
I actually
I
learned
actually
a
don't
lot.
play
my,
video games anymore. That's probably
my
why I don't
Overwatch
get it.
skills have improved as I've been watching professionals.
Yeah, you learn some tips and tricks.
Yeah, where I was like, oh, they're all up high. Like, I have the high ground. Like, so I started doing that, and I started like learning tricks
Yeah.
from them.
Don't
so,
do it, Anakin. I
Yeah.
have the high
No, no, like
ground.
I said, I mean,
Well,
I
because
get
you
why
don't- you watch
people do
boxing
it.
also. You ain't never boxed a fucking day in your life.
It's true.
Yeah, but I know how.
I think
But yeah,
I know how to
I think
take a
getting
punch
people to
down.
understand the idea of wrapping
Yeah.
your
No, that's what
us
I'm saying, like, I
us
get it, I
older
get it.
folk
Yeah.
understanding that this
I'm
is
more of a
sport
dual
now.
person.
Don't be a
than,
boomer,
like,
bro.
watching.
So,
My
no,
child even
Okay,
knows that
boomer.
gamers make money. He's like, Mom,
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
guy
No,
won $1
isn't
million
your
from these tournaments.
Yeah.
That's what
Hey.
a kid
I'm
wants
like-
to be nowadays.
There you go,
like,
right?
They want to be a
For my-
YouTuber.
All
That's
those
my
parents
son's
that said,
dream.
"Hey, you can't make money playing video games."
Shut up, Mom.
Yeah.
They also,
okay.
all
Yes,
them
I
teachers that said, you're not going to walk around with a calculator every day.
Well, guess what?
Engineers
In
do
my
it every day.
pocket
Yep.
all the fucking time.
Yep.
So,
That's
yeah.
funny.
Yeah, you don't know everything.
It's
And
true.
this is the emerging market. Like, they are building stadiums today. Even San Antonio is building a brand new stadium just for esports.
Which is gonna be amazing.
So-
No. Like I said, I get it. I see the future of it. I see
Yeah.
it trumping majority of major sports.
Yeah.
But like international sports, I don't think it's going to be there.
It's
for
going
like
to totally
another,
trump international.
not
It's
for another-
bigger in
not
China
for another
than it
50
is
years.
here. The Finnish
China's
players
not
are
going to be
fucking-
there much longer, homie.
Get the heck out of here. That little virus ain't going to stop.
Okay,
whoa,
I explain
whoa,
this. Wait,
whoa,
It was
whoa,
declared
whoa,
a
whoa.
global
what is it,
emergency.
global-
A health
yeah.
emergency.
All right, I'm gonna put
This
this
is
in
not some
perspective
little
for you.
virus.
Okay, I'm gonna put this
It's a
in
what?
perspective for you. Okay,
Yeah.
in I don't know what year it was,
Yes,
but
I
the
agree.
Zika virus, right?
Yeah.
It infected 82,000 people
Yes.
and killed 110
Okay.
over a time span of a year.
Yes.
This virus has infected 90,000 people
Yes.
and has now killed 210 lives in 1 month.
Yes.
That is a huge increase.
The
That is
flu,
to not understand
the
how
run-of-the-mill
big that
flu,
is.
The run-of-the-mill flu has
Does kill
this
more
year
than-
alone has killed tens of
Does
thousands
kill more.
of people. It's not
Look,
even to the flu yet.
The point is,
But
China.
the problem with the
vaccine-
flu is you can see the symptoms and you can prevent that and you can prevent the spread of it.
The
The problem with the
coronavirus is the same
coronavirus,
symptoms.
you don't see symptoms for 2 weeks, so you can be a carrier for 2 weeks, infect up to 14 people in that 2 week
Yeah, but the-
time frame,
Welcome
and
to
then
Con
you're
Culture
fucking sick.
Podcast.
Think
We're
it's
now
that.
we're now a health podcast
We're bio-
and a
We're doing
sports
everything:
podcast.
sports,
We're
gaming,
sports,
health.
chemistry.
We're doing. But
We're
the point
tackling
is,
it all.
China just needs to quit eating everything. That's the fucking problem.
Nah.
They start
Fucking
eating
bats.
everything.
Watch the
Fuck
movie
that.
Contagion.
For real.
Fuck that.
Literally the same thing.
No.
I'm just saying, quit eating
No.
shit, bro.
Get the
Like,
fuck out of here.
Stick to your protein.
Well, it's already here in America, so the shit's
Yeah,
gonna
it
spread
is.
regardless.
It's crazy.
So there's 2 cases
I
already in
love
America.
Six.
this meme that I
Six.
just saw today. It's
Yeah.
literally like this guy with his arm around this other guy. And he's got 2020 on his shirt, and the guy's like half burned.
Yeah.
Oh my
He's
lord.
got the virus on him. He's like, "Hey man, it's only January."
We haven't even finished
a good one.
I
January
love
yet.
that.
That's
I'm
a
like,
good one.
bring it, because I had an amazing January, and I can't wait to fucking have an amazing rest of the year. Like, I think January
Oh
was
shit,
fucking
January
dope.
is almost over, right?
Yeah.
Shit.
It's-
Tomorrow, right? 31st?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
finally.
Well-
I feel like this month I'm like we're still in January.
We're
loved
20
it.
months into January right now.
I fucking had
Slow
some of the
down.
best shit happen already. Like, we got to go to Victoria. Oh my god, I've never
Oh, must be
fallen
nice.
asleep
Get invited.
laughing so fucking
Oh, my
hard.
tummy hurts
Like,
so
we
bad.
had sore abs the day after because we wouldn't
So-
shut the fuck up in bed. It was
Con Culture
literally-
CDC podcast.
Yeah.
Thank you, Fernando.
You know, we try. We try. You know,
We're sponsored by the
some
CDC.
of us, yes, we are sponsored by
So
the
wait,
CDC.
how
Some
do
of
you
us are
sleep? I
biochemists.
love
So I feel like everybody's dogging me because I brought that up, but I definitely got that from the CDC website.
No,
So
no, no, no,
say
no,
what-
no.
let's get
It's
upset
an
with me if you
accurate
want.
statistic, but it's not even close to like the fucking flu yet. So
Yeah,
we're
but the
not
flu,
even-
that's usually the
and
numbers
the
over a
vaccine's
year.
about a
so.
month away, so problem solved.
I definitely agree.
Makes
Government
sense.
made, government controlled with the vaccine. It's
I'm
gonna
telling you,
happen.
it's
Let's
just
cool it on the air
it's
it's
travel
just
in
Raccoon
China
City.
for a bit.
Let's go on the air travel.
Didn't they ground all travel?
I wanted to go
I
to
hope
Disney
so.
Beijing, damn it. Disney
Let's
Beijing.
go.
So let's go do it.
Yeah, y'all have
But
fun
yeah.
with that.
So that was pretty much the show for the most part. We have some secret topics we're going to talk about on the recorded podcast. We're going to talk about why our stomach hurts so goddamn much. We're going to talk about Jojo Rabbit. We had a movie night while at Victoria.
Wait, is that the secret topic? Because
yeah.
you just gave it away.
Yeah, but I
We didn't.
also gave a teaser because you don't know what we laughed at.
That
so
we have
fucking
more than
hard.
one secret topic today.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you're going to
Inside
get
jokes from the con.
inside jokes. If you want to be on the
Don't worry,
inside,
Gigi,
feel
we'll
free
be
to
out of
listen
the
and
loop
download.
together.
So, but if
Since we
not,
didn't-
thank you so
I
much,
didn't
guys,
go.
for listening and watching. We hope you enjoyed the show.
Hug your loved ones. Remember.
Yes.
Yes,
Hug
hug your
your
loved
family.
ones.
Yes.
Be
Always.
cool, guys. Y'all have a good one.